All right, everybody, right now we are at Lake Shawnee Abandoned Amusement Park. This has been a dream location of mine for a very long time. And by we, I mean my friend Joe Vitale and Michael Bryce. First time meeting, first time investigating with us. We have this entire location to ourselves. We are about to get into this video. So right now we are actually at a rock, and at this rock is actually an ancient Native American burial ground, and people leave offerings here. I've had this buckeye for probably 10 years. It just felt right when he was talking about the offerings and what people leave and everything, as it's sort of a part of nature. So I figured I'm going to leave this buckeye as an offering at this site. So here's the site, and actually what's cool, this squash, they didn't plant this. It started being planted like by itself, you know, bird poop, whatever it was, and it's shaped like an, you know, a point, like an arrow. Now, sure, that could be coincidental, but I think it's pretty cool, you know, it's three-pointed. And if you look at this rock, it almost looks like a face with a Native American headdress up there. I think that's pretty cool. Now, is it a coincidence? Regardless, we are gonna place our offerings, and we're gonna see if maybe there's anybody here that wants to talk to us, or maybe come with us back over to the park and hang out with us all night. So if there's anybody here, I'd like to leave this as an offering. Set that down right there, as well as a penny. Oh no, it fell. Okay, so that is there.
So in my wallet for about 7 years now, as soon as I got out of the military, this cigarette butt I've kept on me, and it's the story of why is it's a little personal, but as you could say, it's definitely the most important, life-changing cigarette I've ever smoked in my life. And kind of like Dawson was saying, immediately it felt right that I just got this feeling and this urge to make this my offering. So this does mean a lot to me, and I would like to place it here.
So basically,
What the fuck? That dude, that,
that's an animal.
it's a dog, but at first did it not sound like a whistle?
It sounded like a whistle.
Dude, you looked directly at me because you knew exactly what I was thinking. Holy shit, my heart is pounding right now. Sounds like a whistle.
It did at first, yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this up actually. Just taking tobacco and just sprinkling it on here as an offering.
So if there's anybody that is here with us at this moment, if you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna set up that device right there. I myself also have a recorder. This is just a cheap piece of crap, but I'm going to set this just like Joe here to see if potentially, Joe, since yours is facing this way, I'm gonna face my microphone this way and maybe catch, you know, if there's anything this way. Set this down right here, hit record. It is recording now. If there's anybody that is at this site and you'd like to talk to us, we don't mean you any disrespect. You potentially show us a sign by either touching that red light, talking into either of those recorders. They will capture your voice. Do you appreciate when people come here? If so, could you touch that red light?
It really sounds like there's growling back there. I'm expecting like a wild animal to come out there.
Do they have like badgers over here?
I have no idea.
I'm not familiar with the wildlife.
I mean, I know it's nothing paranormal, but it really just sounds like a wild animal is gonna rush out there.
This is a little rude. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Dawson.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Michael.
Could you maybe say your name into those lights that are over there by the squashes? There's a lot of bird leaves over here. Some bones. People leave some pretty crazy stuff here. There's like a gold coin. That's a 1 month sober, either a 1 month or a 1 year sober coin, which means a lot to a lot of people. There's all sorts of interesting stuff and interesting stories that we were told. Is there anybody here with us? What?
That's a growl. Yeah,
100%.
That's a car.
yeah. There's an animal back there that's growling at us.
Do you think we should just get out of here and head over to the park?
Probably. That's what I think. Yeah, let's entice this thing by making cute.
What if it's a
sounds.
cat? What if it's a tiger or a mountain lion? I just heard a stick break. All right, I'm getting freaked out.
Yeah, there's an animal over there that's not happy with us.
All right, guys. So right now we are going over to the swing ride thing. Now, they have a couple stories about this area. We're gonna set up some devices. There's said to be a little girl, possibly some other children, because there is stories of other children who have died here. And they think, why wouldn't they all hang out here together with all these creepy ass toys everywhere? All right, if there's anybody here, we have a couple devices spread out right here. We have this music box. If you step in front of it, it makes a cool little musical tune. Over here we have a little, it's called a scare bear. Well, it's not seeming to work right now. So you can play with it if you want. It's not gonna make any noise. But over here we have a red light. If you walk up to it and you get near it, it'll light up for us. So if there's anybody that's here with us, you think you could do that?
Now, allegedly, this is the swing the little girl was on.
We hear you like to play with these little pinwheels. If you wouldn't mind, maybe you could spin one of them just a little bit for us, and we could watch you and cheer you on. Oh my gosh, look at
Very
that
cute.
mouse.
Oh, that's awesome.
That might be what knocked your camera over, Joe.
Yeah.
What was in its mouth?
Not afraid
Is that
at all.
a baby mouse in its mouth?
Oh, man.
I think it is. The way it hopped, it totally seems like that might be what knocked your camera over.
So my arm does feel a little warm, so. Hi, my name is Michael. And if you'd like to reach out and hold my hand or touch my arm, I would love to interact with you. You have no reason to be scared of us or afraid in any way. We're just here because we want to be your friend and get to know you a little better. So if at any point you want to interact with me in any way, feel free to do so.
I have kids at home. Well, not at home. Well, they're grown, but I do have kids, and I have grandbabies. So if you want to come over here, hang out, we're not going to hurt you. I know we're a bunch of guys.
I feel crowding. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we are, so I do think maybe we should spread out a little bit, give her a little space if she is here and you want to talk to us. Maybe this will help. We didn't mean to just swarm you. If you are here, could you please show us a sign, whether that be touching any of these devices, using your voice, touching one of us, maybe turning one of those pinwheels. We hear you're pretty good at it.
Yeah. Oh, I think it would be really cool if you could spin one of those pinwheels. That would be really cool.
Do you notice that swing moving? And I don't see any other swings moving, at least from where I'm standing.
That was from one when I put the bear on there.
Okay.
It was doing it a little, and then Joe put the voice recorder on there.
Gotcha.
If you want me to play more music, could you please let me know by... Well,
Did you catch
heard
it?
that.
Yep.
Oh. Could you please touch that one more time if you want us to continue playing the music?
If you want us to play some more music, please touch that pretty red light right there. That was very good.
could have been an insect.
I'm looking to see if potentially, well, there is a spider on it, but I don't know if that, here, let me guide it back up.
Is it on the,
It was a spider.
it was the spider that set it off?
Well,
I know the spider did
I think it almost has to be, because it ran by around the same time.
All right. So I know not to pick up that REM pod.
So where we are right now is this little shack. They say that boys like to hang out over here, and since we're a bunch of boys, we figured maybe
It's frogs.
in there.
No, over here in the in that swampy water.
Okay, so where we are right now is at this little shack. They say that the boys of the place like to hang out right here. So there's a little pinwheel there, and sometimes they get that thing to move. We have here an anemometer, so if there is anything here and it does happen to spin that, we can actually set this up and detect on whether or not there is wind, whether we feel it or not. So for now I'm just gonna set it down because the pinwheel is not moving. We have a REM pod set up right through that window right there. If there is anybody here and you would like to hang out with us, you could go up to that red light right there, touch that. You can spin that little pinwheel. We know that that's something that you seem to like to do, or really whatever you'd like to do. Use your voice, give somebody a wedgie, I don't know. We're boys.
Well said, Dawson.
Very well said.
Jeez.
Here, shut that door.
Yeah.
See if, I don't know why really, but for some reason I wanted it shut.
Yeah, there's a huge hole here in the bottom.
This is the one that apparently he's more interested in. So if there's anybody here, like I said, feel free to touch that REM pod. Any of those pinwheels over there. This yellow one, apparently that is your favorite. Hell, even that big one, that'd be pretty cool.
And also, you know, I used to be a little boy myself, and when I was a kid, I loved the pinata. I used to be a little boy too. And when I was a kid, I loved playing the pinata. So if you want to treat this guy right here as a pinata, you can actually tap it and go ahead and make it move for us.
Still. I mean, oh God.
It's I love it. You're relating, but fucking Christ, I was not expecting you to just.
Smashing Pumpkins too. I used to be a little boy.
I did not see that coming. I am a man, and at one point, I also was a little boy.
You don't say. That's making it in the video.
Yeah, 100%.
It's really foggy.
Yeah, it is foggy. Given a major, this is the creepiest environment to be in right now. We're in an abandoned amusement park. It's foggy as hell, and it's like 2 a.m.
Creates quite the atmosphere, that's for sure.
There's a cool Polaroid in there of like a creepy clown.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They have Play-Doh in here. It's like a little boy's paradise. Get out of here. There's a cash register in here with cash in it.
What? Like real cash?
Yeah, like real cash. And change. There's a 5 spot right there. Oh, I mean, all right. There's not that much cash. Don't everybody pile in it. Yeah, there's a 5 spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a hole there.
I about pulled a Joe. There is a 5 in there. That's crazy.
Wow.
It feels nice in here.
It does feel really nice.
Let's shut this door. And if maybe you're a little chilly outside, you want to come in here, feel free to do that. And when you do, if you could you please touch that red light? Make a pretty obvious noise.
There's a little hive in here. A couple of them.
You know, at one point I also was a little bit. So I can relate.
All right. Is that a bottle of lotion? Nope.
Damn it. You could have circled it. Unless you guys were down.
You know, I'm more comfortable outside at this point.
Yeah, I'm totally not down. Cause that would be weird.
Yeah, that would
Right, guys?
Right.
Boys will be boys, right? We're
That's
just
true.
throwing out, that's all.
So if there's anybody here, can we just, let's keep it real simple. Maybe you can just knock on that wood 2 times.
How about if you're here with us, don't do anything.
All the pinwheels just start spinning like crazy. The REM pod's like maxing out as soon as he says that.
Well, I said don't do anything.
I know, that'd be
That
funny.
would mean that nothing was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just moved that car. Maybe if you liked it where it was, you can give it a push. Or let me know in some type of way to put it back.
If we're doing anything to upset you, give us a sign that you want us to leave you alone. You can touch that flashy, shiny red light. Push the headless Kermit in there. Push the car.
Are you afraid of water? Is that maybe why you hang out over here on the land? If the stories are true and you had gotten into some sort of accident in the water, maybe that's why you hang out over here. Could you please let us know? We're just hanging out. Boys' night. You can be a part of that all you like. We got a fire going over there. If you hang out, talk to us, you can come over there, hang out by the fire. Would you like to do that?
We're definitely not here to scare you or upset you in any way. We're just here to be your friend and interact with you if you want to.
Well, I'm going to ask one more question, and hopefully somebody's here to answer that. How would you feel if we left somebody here by themselves? If you think that that's a good idea, could you please show us a sign? If you think that's a bad idea, could you please show us a sign?
I think we should probably just move on.
Yeah. Alright guys, right now we are back at the Indian burial ground. We decided that we were going to come back and we are going to play some Native American chants. See if maybe something wants to kind of spark up because of that. And as you can probably tell, it is foggy as hell, creepy as shit. I mean, you can barely see 10 feet ahead. Well, you can see a little bit further than that. But this fog is intense. This is like Silent Hill shit. Yeah, if you want to set that up, just anywhere, really. Yo, look at how all the fog just completely disappeared. That is so weird. Dude, it was okay, so I just had like a little mini spiritual moment. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm listening to this, I'm getting into it, I'm like feeling this shit, and I watched the last little bit of fog like go past my face, and I see all the particles in the air, and it just disappeared and it was clear. And it was like I like felt that shit. That was like a beautiful moment, honestly. Like in that moment I was like, I should take my shoes and socks off. Alright, I know that sounds weird. What I mean is, the guy was half joking about, you know, kind of being like one with nature and everything. And like in that moment, I was like, I should take my shoes and socks off, because it was like a beautiful moment. I wish you guys could have been in my head right then.
Hey, why make it a joke?
Yeah, do it, dude. Only fan. Oh.
Feet finders.
Yes, dude. I'm gonna replay that song.
Absolutely.
That shit was magical, dude.
At least we're not getting growled at by animals now.
Right. So the reason he took his shoes and socks off is because the guide was telling us about grounding yourself is a thing. And he was kind of saying, be one with nature, take your shoes and socks off. And he was kind of joking, but like, because of the fog lifting and everything, I felt it like in that moment. And he went through with it.
Man, I feel so good after giving our offering.
Yeah.
I can't I don't really know how to put it into words, but like as soon as, I feel like you were saying that you felt the same way, but like as soon as I laid that down, for me, I felt so good about it.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm not too like spiritual, but like when I did that, I actually felt like really good about it. Would you like to join us?
Is it the music or does it just feel like peaceful as fuck out here?
Oh, I mean, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and the only thing we hear is like nature.
Well, yeah, last time we were here, there was like so much louder. It felt like there was so much more going on.
And there's absolutely nothing scary about this place or anything. It's just peaceful. Except for the traffic.
Yeah, that was great.
That was good.
Is there anybody here with us? We meant you no disrespect by that. We weren't trying to, steal your thunder. It felt right. If there's anybody here with us, could you potentially go up to that red light on the ground there and just touch it with either your hand or your foot?
There is literally thousands buried here. We would love to be able to speak with you in some way, shape, or form, communicate somehow. If you're here, we invite you over here. We don't mean any disrespect. We just want to talk to you, maybe learn more about you. I'm Joe.
My name's Dawson.
My name's Michael.
And we understand what happened. It was terrible what happened. Could you tell us your name?
Were you guys an influence on what's been happening right here at this spot? We've seen some of the things that were left behind, whether we call them arrowheads, spearheads, any of that other stuff. Is it okay that we're standing here? How do you feel being barefoot? Do you feel like better than with the shoes on?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's, I think it's just a mental thing that I'm feeling, but I definitely feel more connected in a way. Yeah.
I really wish, I swear to you, if you guys could have been in my head in that moment, it was psychedelic. It was euphoric for real. You were trying to figure out the battery on your camera and everything, and I was just spacing out to the music, and I'm watching the fog, and I saw the last little bit of fog go past my face, and then it was just clear, and it was the craziest feeling, like not like paranormal, but just like I said, like euphoric. Like honestly, that's like worth coming here. That little moment there, I felt like fucking one with the fog. That was like one of the, like, I'm not a huge nature guy, to be completely honest. Like, I don't go camping. Like, I hate bugs and all that. That was like seriously like one of the coolest like nature moments I've ever had in my life, and I'm like not hyping this up. I wish you could have been in my head in that moment.